What's up, guys? This is the Bay Bros, and today we're gonna do episode 1 of a new series called Beynalysis. You probably see Zinky do this, but I'm gonna do the same thing just with my personal opinion. Today's Beynalysis is the Chozy customized set. So without further ado, let's get to the part by part. We have Orb Aegis, starting off with the layer, which is Orb Aegis. So the gimmick with this, it's a Chozy layer, has a bunch of metal, it's Medusa, and the teeth are alright. The gimmick with this, it has a little metal ball right there and there. And yeah, competitively, I think this was just like only for defense combos, I believe. Maybe stamina, but it's very bad for attack. So yeah, moving on to the disc, we have Outer. Outer was a very good disc for the time of Chozy. And yeah, since we're in Dynamite Battle, not even Dynamite Battle, Burst Ultimate, this is very outclassed. Moving on to the performance tip, we have Quest. This isn't a good driver. It was mostly a meme driver. And yeah, poor stamina and no attack. So all together now, Orb Aegis, Outer Quest. So performance-wise, it's kind of bad, but if you want to have this in your Chozy collection, yeah, this is a good grab. So yeah, that is Orb Aegis. Moving on to Bloody Longinus, we have the layer, which is Bloody Longinus. I love the black and purple. The teeth are really solid. As for the Chozy meta, this would be good for attack, maybe defense, but mostly attack. So yeah, this is the Bloody Longinus layer. Moving on, we do have 1-dagger. This is another way of getting the dagger frame instead of getting it from the triple booster set. And yeah, we get a recolor of the dagger frame. And 1-dash is mostly on Buster Excalibur. And yeah, you get 1-dash and dagger. So yeah, that's the disc. And moving on to the performance tip, we have Cycle. This is very outclassed. This was a dual layer type driver, and the gimmick is there's a free spinning shield that helps you regain balance. And yeah, so this is all together now. Bloody Longinus, 1-dagger Cycle, and for the most part, you get a recolor of Longinus, you get 1-dagger with the dagger frame, and yeah, would I say this is a good combo? I mean, if you want the dagger frame and the Longinus layer, I don't know about 1-dash and a Cycle, but yeah, that is Bloody Longinus. Moving on to Crash Ragnarok. Of course, we have our layer, which is Crash Ragnarok. And what I found out was this recolor could have been Ranjiro's, and the orange one could have been Rantaro's. So technically, TT could have had Rantaro back in Chozy, and Ranjiro would have had a white Crash Ragnarok. But Crash Ragnarok, the teeth aren't really good. The gimmick here is these metal wings, and overall, if you're gonna use this for stamina and or attack type combinations, actually I think this is more for defense and stamina. But make sure you have a dash driver with this, which I'll go over in a minute. So yeah, that is Crash Ragnarok. Moving on to the disc and frame, we have 5 Cross. Cross is a good frame with the heavy disc. 5 is very outclassed. Yeah, for 5 is like one of the first core disc in God, and yeah, nothing else to say about 5 now. Cross. The only redeeming quality is the performance tip, which is Volcanic Dash. So with Volcanic Dash, it gives like big attack while also having a tighter spring, which is good for Ragnarok because Ragnarok is known to burst pretty easily and have weak teeth. So yeah, very, very, very smart on TT's Moving part. On to Chozy Spriggan, we have our layer, which is Chozy Spriggan. Yeah, this is part of the Chozy Awakening system. It is dual rotation, and if you launch hard enough, these burst locks will come out, having it a little burst blocker to make it harder to burst. And it has metal, a metal core, chip, and yeah. So competitively, this was good for Chozy, and yeah, it can combat left spins and right spins, and yeah, that is the Chozy Spriggan layer. Moving on to the disc and frame, we have Zero Wall. Zero was one of the heaviest disc in God. And the wall frame, I do not like the wall frame, only because of the driver it's paired up with. It scrapes very easily and loses a lot of stamina. And yeah, competitively, Zero was used a lot in attack, defense, and stamina. And yeah, the wall frame scrapes a lot unless you have something like bearing, and that's pretty much it. So moving on to the driver, we have Zeta Dash. It's Zeta but with the stronger spring, and you can switch from defense mode, attack mode, like the stamina/balance mode. And was this used competitively? Probably for like balance type combos, and like for spin steel combinations. And yeah, so competitively, this was a very, very good driver. So yeah, that was the Zeta driver. All together now, he is a beauty. Alright, get the burst locks out. There you go. So when you cannot burst, like I'm putting all my force in it. So yeah, is this worth the whole set? I mean, yeah, you're getting 2 anime Beyblades, a nice recolor of Longinus. Would I say it's worth the price? If you want these 2, then yes, for your Chozy collection. This one, if you want the dagger frame and the Longinus recolor, and this one if you want the Volcanic Dash and the prize layer. So that'll be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want more like this, make sure you comment and subscribe and have bell notifications on. And until next time, this is the Babe Bros signing off.